Good morning to you and welcome back to Belgrade in Serbia, where I've returned to take a trip a couple of hours out of town to visit a nature reserve, this one called Zasavica or something along those lines. And today's order of task is to go and milk a donkey because I'm going to try and find out how donkey cheese is made. In fact, I think this might be the only place in the world that manufactures donkey cheese. And why is that special? Well, I think it's the rarest cheese in the world, also the most expensive cheese in the world, due to the fact donkeys don't produce very much milk, and the process of actually manufacturing donkey cheese is quite complicated. In fact, this place keeps that a top secret. I spoke to them in advance and they said, you can come along, milk some donkeys, try some donkey cheese, but we won't show you anything of the process because it's a trade secret. And of course, it would be if you're the only person on the planet manufacturing donkey cheese. So join me as we drive a couple of hours south to Zasavica Special Nature Reserve, where we're going to try and infiltrate the donkey cheese and see maybe how it's made, or at the very least, give it a try. Let's go. All right, well, I think we've arrived at our Zasavica Nature Reserve. And this beautiful day in Serbia, about 36 degrees today, so I'm already sweltering. But we've got to stay on track because we've got to go and locate our donkey tribe and see if we can have a go at milking some donkeys, see if we can infiltrate a little bit the process of making this donkey cheese, which this is pretty much in the middle of nowhere, about an hour and a half drive from Belgrade. Who would have thought? The only place in the world to produce donkey cheese, the rarest and most expensive cheese in the world. So let's head on in, see what we can find. Dobar dan. Hello, we're here for the donkey reserve, please. Okay. And I spoke to Vuk in advance. Vuk, sorry, I said it wrong. He said to mention, and he's going to show us some interesting things today relating to donkey cheese. All right, well, we're getting our special donkey correspondent on the phone so we can head on in and find out the donkey cheese making process. It's all right, well, we met with our correspondent here, Vuk, and he's gonna be showing us around the donkey farm and give away the secrets of the donkey cheese making process. Isn't that right?
Not really.
All right, good stuff.
Yeah, just shoot.
How many donkeys do you have?
Actually, we have around 300 donkeys.
Oh shit! Wow.
And we are actually largest donkey farm in Southern Europe.
Wow.
Yeah, and the second largest in whole Europe.
Okay.
Wow. We have around 300, and these are all female donkeys.
Yeah.
On 300 donkeys, there are like maybe 15 to 20 male donkeys. It's like their harem. But there's a catch. They live like kings, for 2 or 3 years, and then they go to stew.
Oh, nice.
Because of the inbreeding and stuff, so we cannot hold them for more than 3 years because they will breed with with their children.
Yeah.
And donkeys are like the most sexual animals in the world.
Right.
Really?
They fuck all the time. Yeah. Not like horses, not like bulls. They don't need smell. They just fuck all day long.
They've got a penchant for it. That sounds like the life, doesn't it?
Yeah. But only for 3 years.
Okay, but all good donkey farming tours start off with a glass of rakia, so thank you very much for having us.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
And how much area, how much land for all the
300
donkeys?
hectares.
300 hectares, okay.
That's the pasture. It's like the biggest unplowed pasture in former Yugoslavia.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. It was never converted in agricultural land. We can come a little bit.
Do you ever lose any donkeys? So they,
Yeah, all the time.
they just wander off.
Yeah. It has a fence all around on three sides, and on the fourth side is a river. But also there are like people stealing.
Really? Yeah.
That's normal.
Quite difficult to steal a donkey, isn't it?
Well, when you have all night.
Yeah.
And in order to prevent that, I will have to have armed men around all the time.
On the back of the Hilux with a couple of AKs ready to stop the donkey thefts.
But that's just not possible.
These donkeys are lucky because so many donkeys are used to like transport stuff and work and
not here.
Not here at all.
Treated really good, you know, and you will see.
Here we go.
Yes, as well.
Who's this?
Pig down there, pretending to be a donkey.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking, oh, a massive pig. Look at the size of
Very
that
friendly.
one.
Oh yeah, look, a couple of pigs knocking around. It's all going down here. It's surrounded by donkeys. Hello. Hello, sir. Surrounded by donkeys. Well, very cool. I mean, the donkeys on this sanctuary certainly living the life. 300 hectares of land to go and graze freely. What do you say? Not a bad gig, eh? Got a nice little lake to go and drink in. There's a little pig literally lying in the mud down there. What a life. It's only fair that they produce a good amount of the world's most expensive cheese in return for this lovely upkeep that they have. Okay, so what happens on the farm? Is this where they're the milking, or this is just where they...
we keep on farm only the donkeys that we milk at the moment, so mothers and their small ones.
Okay,
And the small ones we call in this area pule.
pule.
Donkey and pule.
Okay, oh, the small ones, okay.
Yeah, small ones.
Okay, and then
So
we'll
we
have
keep them together because you need to keep them together in order for mother to produce milk.
Okay,
If you separate them for more than 3 days, she stops producing milk.
yeah.
Yeah, just like humans.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. And they, well, and this is the lucrative place here. This is all the product of the donkey milk and cheese, etc. All right, let's have a look. And how many donkeys are in this area at the moment? Not so many?
No, this is just a couple of them, but we have other boxes there.
Yeah.
And at this point, we milk around maybe 20 or something. It depends on the time of the year and, you know, and you see the small ones on the pasture.
Yeah.
They will go inside the farm in a couple of days and.
Okay, yeah, they come in.
Milk.
Okay. Hello, sir. Or not sir, is it? They're all female.
No,
all female donkeys. Not sir. Madam.
But also with the females that we milk, we always put one male. Because she produces more milk when she sends the smell of the, you know.
Oh, really? A little bit of action. Okay.
Let me just.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah.
Going to come in as well?
Yeah.
Right, we're going into.
He's a donkey rider.
He is the donkey rider behind me, JT, mounting the donkeys. But we think we found one with a bit of milk left, so we're going to come over to. If I can.
And tell me when it.
Okay, so my turn to try and milk the donkey this side. Okay, here we go. I've never ever done this, not even on a cow.
Yes.
And I grab and I just squeeze. Okay, there is a little bit of milk coming out, a tiny bit. The donkey teat is producing slowly. Here we go. Very good. I've got a paltry amount of donkey milk in the bowl. That's not going to produce much cheese, is it? Yeah, just a nibble of cheese. But there we go. It came out, and wow, that's going to be quite some process to produce enough. And doing all of this, as I said, by hand to produce their rare donkey milk and donkey cheese. Oh yeah, this is. Oh, look at that. We're having a great run here. The fountains of milk have opened up. Squirt you with milk. Okay, there we go. Well, that was more successful. Look at that. We've added another millimetre or milliliter or so of milk. Perfect.
You can try.
Try the milk.
Yeah.
You can have some.
Yeah, it's all natural. It's all
Straight out of the bowl.
straight out of the bowl.
Okay. At the risk of There we go. We're going to try a bit of donkey milk.
Think of something nice.
Is it? Okay.
It's first time.
Okay.
I usually put it through, you know, gas, just because of that.
Yeah, a couple of bits in there. Who needs gauze when you can just use your fingers to get it out?
Yeah.
All right, well, we've got a couple of days left in Belgrade, so if I write it off due to some stomach issues, then this will probably be the cause, but here we go. Bottoms up on the donkey milk. Well, of course, I'm going to have to make a mess of it. It's actually quite tasty, isn't it?
It is.
Very good. It's kind of, yes, it doesn't taste anywhere near as fatty as, say, cow's milk. It's a little bit sweet, but it tastes like a little bit like watered down milk, I guess. But I guess that's because there's a less fat content. That's correct. So, yeah, not bad. And that's going to help me with many medical potential problems, coughs and other things.
Yeah, it is. And also, it's good for Belgrade nightlife.
Belgrade nightlife. Well,
You know.
well, that's the number one thing I was going to say, because I'm not unwell at all, but I have been partial to a bit of Belgrade nightlife. So we'll see what effect that has on me tonight. Possibly it'll put me in bed for the rest of the trip, but we'll see. Beautiful. Thank you, donkeys. So where is so all the milk gets milked there, and what about the cheese production? Is that
Cheese
also
production
happen?
is in the cheese factory.
Okay.
Because it has to be done in proper way, you know.
Okay.
And you know, with all the certificates and stuff like that. So.
Okay, so you send the milk off.
And we get it to the factory, and then our guy, who is a technologist, mix it there and makes it the cheese.
Okay.
And then we dry it and stuff like that.
And you said, so the value of that cheese then, how much per kilo?
1,200 euros.
1,200 euros for a kilo of donkey cheese. And I suppose after the process of just milking a donkey and seeing how little milk it produced, although those donkeys had already been milked today, it's no surprise that, the amount that's required to make cheese. And what is it, 25 litres for?
At least 25 liters of milk.
Okay. To produce how much cheese? Not
1 kilo.
1 kilo.
1 kilo
okay,
cheese,
so a lot of milking those donkeys to get
it's like actually the whole 2 years worth of production of one female donkey.
Yeah.
Because they produce 35 to 45 liters of milk, and half of that is sucked by a small donkey.
Yeah, of course the baby donkeys need it as well. So yeah, even less for the cheese making process. Anyway, our Vuk here has got some donkey cheese for us to have a look at. So
here we go. It's like our exclusive package.
So, okay, this is the premium.
If you can open
version.
it.
Okay. Feels like
There's
Christmas.
a little,
Oh, look at that.
little nugget.
Oh yes, a little gold nugget of donkey cheese written on that. Yeah. That's amazing. So how many grams would that be in that packet?
Usually about 50 grams.
50 grams in that, okay.
That's a 50 gram package. And you can, like, mind you, like I said, it's like now it's very soft and very young cheese.
Yes.
It needs to mature at least for a month or so. But because we don't have the mature cheese at the moment, you will try it like this.
Okay.
Very, very young.
Even more unique experience. Halfway donkey cheese. Okay. And let's try and open our donkey cheese nugget. Who came up with the gold packaging? You came?
No, our designer.
Okay, yeah. Wow, here we go. Okay, so we've got a little packet inside and a little morsel of donkey cheese.
Yeah.
Look at this. I'm being very careful with it. Too much funny. Okay, so that would mature in the packet.
Yeah,
so
in a month or so.
A month.
Yeah.
Okay, So while this cheese is slightly under matured, you were saying earlier you found a piece in your car that was many months old.
But it was a long time ago, and it was really edible, and because donkey milk has a really small percentage of fat.
Okay.
So it cannot be spoiled easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it lasts a long time. Okay.
Yeah.
And that looks like a solid piece.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Like a €5 or so.
Yeah. It's like eating money, eating banknotes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for letting us try.
You're welcome.
Here we go. A bit of slightly under-matured donkey cheese. That's got a really interesting taste to it still. It's quite smooth, obviously, because it's maybe slightly under-matured.
Yeah.
and a little bit smoky as well.
Yeah,
at the end, I'd say.
And if you ask me what's the taste like,
yeah,
and because you will, I will say it tastes as expensive.
that's it. Yeah,
That's
none
the
of
proper formulation for it.
none of this undertones of
No,
opal,
no,
smoke
no,
away,
no,
nothing.
no,
Just
no, that, not of that mumbo jumbo. Just expensive.
just tastes like banknotes.
Yeah.
I watch it.
Yeah.
And you said you, the guy who makes it, and one other person are the
My father.
Your father.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
only
yeah.
3 people who know
Yeah, this guy.
the secret place. Ah, I see. Okay, I hadn't made the connection. So 3 people who know the secret process of making donkey cheese, and I'm guessing you're not going to share any of those secrets with us.
No.